Peterbot and AussieAntics just won the FNCS Pro AM, and during this tournament we got a closer look at some really interesting LAN setups from all of the pros. From AussieAntics using a GMK joystick to get controller-like movement on mouse and keyboard, to literally every pro using the same 2017 monitors that they used back in the World Cup days. There were loads of surprising choices at this LAN event, and in this video I'm going to break down everything they used, from their mice, mouse pads, keyboards, to even weird in-game settings and keyboard settings. But starting off with the winners, we've got Peterbot first, the back-to-back FNCS LAN champion by the way. He is still using the Logitech G Pro X Superlight 2, but what's interesting with this mouse is he was seen using the 131 mouse grip, which is an amazing choice of mouse grips because it allows him constant access to that scroll wheel, which can help him dominate in fights. For his keyboard, he's using the SteelSeries Apex Pro 10 keyless in the 2023 version. You can tell that it's the newer model from the design tweaks compared to the 2019 version. Another interesting thing I noticed with his keyboard was that he uses a wrist rest. At this LAN event, he's using a proper one, because if you didn't know, in the past he has been seen using an iPhone as a wrist rest. But yeah, this is something I feel like a lot of pros should use. I myself literally started using one since I saw Peterbot using it, and I can't look back. Then aside from that, we've got his mousepad, which is the Benji Fishy Game Sense in the large edition. It's not the desk size one that he usually uses at home. Oh, and he also showed off his headset, which is the HyperX Cloud Freeze. I'm guessing he upgraded to those ones after he did break the Cloud 2s.
I'm going to be winning grands on a broken headset.
I will be surprised if he ends up breaking the Cloud Freeze, because if you compare the two models, these look like they've got a lot better build quality. Next from Peterbot, we've got his winning duo, that's AussieAntics. He actually has one of the most unique setups I've seen at this LAN event. For starters, his Razer DeathAdder V3 Pro isn't just a standard one, it looks to be a custom Fortnite edition one. Next to that, we've got his keyboard, which is a 65% mod Envoy. Right underneath that though, you'll see this little device right here with a joystick, and that is called the GMK joystick. You've probably seen it from players like Martos. He's currently using it as well. What this does, if you haven't worked it out already, is it allows you to get controller-like movement while being on mouse and keyboard. So essentially, instead of using WASD, he's using that joystick for his movement. Oh, and finally, we've got his mousepad, which I've just found out for the first time is his own branded mousepad. It's called Arcaloot, and you can see they've got a range of pretty cool looking mousepads, I must admit. Moving on from the winners, we've got Clix, and this guy has a full-on self-branded setup. Well, apart from the mouse looks to be the Final Mouse competition model, but I am surprised by this because he does have his own like ULX Prophecy Clix Edition Final Mouse. One thing that isn't branded actually is his keyboard. That's the SteelSeries Apex Pro Mini. His mousepad is though, that is the Matrix X Clix in the double XL in red. Then we've got his own branded glasses, that's the Clix Gunner glasses, and his own branded headset, which is the JBL Clix headset. Next from that, we've got Cold Setup. Now this guy has been an absolute beast this LAN event, especially while practicing. He literally had crowds of people like around him, but he is definitely using the Logitech G Pro Superlight, but I'm not sure if it's the one or the two. As for his keyboard, that's the SteelSeries Apex Pro Mini, and speaking of his keyboard, he did briefly show his settings. Now you couldn't really make them out, but from his Twitch commands, he's using a 0.4 actuation point, and he is not using the rapid trigger feature. Oh, and for his mousepad, which is really big and it has this cool design on, that is the Ink Gaming custom mousepad. He's also got the Logitech G Pro X headset. Next up, we've got Bugha. You guys will all know him as the legendary World Cup winner. His setup looked pretty basic. It looked like he was using the Razer Viper V3 Pro, the SteelSeries Apex Pro Mini, and for the mousepad, I wasn't too sure. As you can see, it's huge, but I didn't actually know what the brand was, so if you know, please let me know in the comment section. Next, we've got Koyota, that people are calling the Japanese Peterbot, who by the way, I heard was beating Peterbot 5-2 in practice while they were like build fighting. For his setup though, as you can see, it looks like nothing special. It's pretty much basic, but really effective. You can see he's rocking the Logitech G Pro X Superlight 2, paired up with the SteelSeries Apex Pro Mini. However, for his mousepad, that is different. That's the Artisan Ninja FX0 soft mousepad in the large size. Next, we've got MrSavage's LAN setup, which we did just get a small glimpse of of, but from the clip you can see the Logitech G Pro X Superlight 2, the SteelSeries Apex Pro Mini, and the mousepad I wasn't too sure of. If I was to guess, I can see it being the GameSense Radar 4mm in the desk mat size. The blue colour is very similar. If it's not, please correct me in the comments. Next up, we've got Veno's setup, which looks different to what it normally looks like back at home. For the mouse, I wasn't too sure, but it looks to be the Razer Viper V3 Pro. As for the mousepad, this definitely looks to be an Ink Gaming one. We've seen those a lot in this LAN event. His specific design looks really cool, by the way, I must say. As for the keyboard, you can tell that is the SteelSeries Apex Pro Mini. Again, another very popular choice for this LAN event. And finally, for his headset, that seems to be the HyperX Cloud Freeze. Next up, we've got Setty's setup, which does look very clean, by the way. He's using a rather unique mouse that you definitely don't see a lot of. That is the WL Mouse Beast X Mini in a sort of like pink gradient color. It's pretty refreshing to see a mouse like this because all we've seen so far is the Superlight 2 or the Viper V3 Pro. As for his mousepad, that is very unique, especially the color. That is the Artisan Hein, and for his keyboard, that is very common. It's the SteelSeries Apex Pro Mini. Moving on to Cooper's setup, this for sure has to be one of the most expensive setups at this LAN event. Just as mouse alone is very rare and expensive, it's the Razer Viper Mini Signature Edition in white. Not only does it cost like $300 at retail, but I'm pretty sure the white color is more rare than the black one, so that makes the mouse even more expensive and rare. It's honestly a good thing that he didn't have anything wrong with this mouse, or I feel like he couldn't replace it at LAN. And with it being so expensive, I doubt he does have a backup. Aside from his expensive mouse, it did seem like he was using a sort of rare keyboard. Yes, it is the SteelSeries Apex Pro in 10 key less, but it's in a white color. Normally, everyone just has the black colorway of this keyboard. Next to that though, we've got his mousepad, and this looks to join the white theme he has going on, his own mousepad that he collaborated with 4D Gaming. Overall, his setup does look pretty cool. Moving on to our last player, that's ThomasHD. For his mouse, he's using the Logitech G Pro X Superlight 2, the SteelSeries Apex Pro 10 key less, and for his mousepad, he's using a legendary one, which I'm sure a lot of you will remember. It's the Zowie GSR SE in deep blue. This is a mousepad that you just don't see a lot of anymore. But yeah, that was all the interesting things I found from the recent Pro AM LAN event. If I did make any mistakes or missed anything cool, please let me know in the comment section below. And I want to say a thank you to AussieAntics and Faxuty for recording these behind the scene like LAN event setups. The main stage footage really doesn't show a lot, and if it does show anything, it's for a very small period of time. So yeah, I am glad that we got to see a closer look at what the top pros are using. If you found it interesting, please drop a like, subscribe, and check out any of my other videos that are on screen right now.